Good morning, Michael here. Today looking at Psalms 8, focusing on verse 3 and 4 for the exposition. Let's go ahead and read those 4 verses of this Psalms 8, which is subtitled, How Majestic is Your Name. Verse 1. O Lord, our Lord, how majestic is your name in all the earth. You have set your glory above the heavens. Out of the mouths of babes and infants you have established strength because of your foes, to still the enemy and the avenger. Verse 3. When I look at your heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and the stars which you have set in place. Verse 4. What is man that you are mindful of him, and the Son of Man that you care for him? Looking at the Spurgeon Archives at the Treasure of David for the Exposition, verse 3 and 4. At the close of that excellent little manual entitled The Solar System, written by Dr. Dick, we find an eloquent passage which beautifully expounds the text. A survey of the solar system has a tendency to moderate the pride of man and to promote humility. Pride is one of the distinguishing characteristics of puny man, and has been one of the chief causes of all contentions, wars, devastations, systems of slavery, and ambitious projects which have desolated and demoralized our sinful world. Yet there is no disposition more incongruous to the character and circumstances of man. Perhaps there are no rational beings throughout the universe among whom pride would appear more unseemly or incompatible than in man, considering the situation in which he is placed. He is exposed to numerous degradations and calamities, to the rage of storms and tempests, the devastations of earthquakes and volcanoes, the fury of whirlwinds, and the tempestuous billows of the oceans, to the ravages of the sword, famine, pestilence, and numerous diseases. And at length we must sink into the grave, and his body must become the companion of worms. The most dignified and haughty of the sons of men are liable to these and similar degradations, as well as the meanest of the human family. Yet in such circumstances man, that puny worm of the dust, whose knowledge is so limited, and whose follies are so numerous and glaring, has the effrontery to strut in all the haughtiness of pride, and to glory in his shame. When other arguments and motives produce little effects on certain minds, no considerations seem likely to have a more powerful tendency to counteract this deplorable propensity in human beings than those which are borrowed from the objects connected with astronomy. They show us what an insignificant being, what a mere atom, indeed, man appear amidst the immensity of creation. Though he is an object of the paternal care and mercy of the Most High, yet he is but as a grain of sand to the whole earth, when compared to the countless myriads of beings that people the amplitude of creation. What is the whole of this globe on which we dwell, compared with the solar system, which contains a mass of matter 10,000 times greater? What is it in comparison of the 100 millions of suns and worlds which by the telescope have been described throughout the starry region? What then is a kingdom, a province, or a baronial territory of which we are as proud as if we were the lords of the universe, and for which we engage in so much devastation and carnage? What are they when set in competition with the glories of the sky? Could we take our station on the lofty pinnacles of heaven and look down on this scarcely distinguishable speck of earth? We should be ready to exclaim with Seneca, "Is it to this little spot that the great designs and vast desires of men are confined? Is it for this there is so much disturbance of nations, so much carnage, and so much ruinous wars? Oh, the folly of deceived men, to imagine great kingdoms in the compass of an atom, to raise armies to decide a point of earth with the sword." Dr. Chalmers, in his astronomical discourses, very truthfully says, "We gave you but a feeble image of our comparative insignificance when we said that the glories of an extended forest would suffer no more from the fall of a single leaf than the glories of this extended universe would suffer though the globe we tread upon, and all that it inherits, should dissolve." Oh man, when compared to the majesty of his name. Trust you enjoyed that meditation and exposition. Michael here declaring yet again, Jesus is Lord. Until next time, be blessed.